Merci beaucoup. Et bonjour à toutes et à tous. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going to switch into English. Just to set the scene, before we go into the detail behind the project, I think we've all heard of customer experience and why it's a key differentiator for the digital platforms today. But I just wanted to emphasize that for this project as well. So with Motul, who's primarily a company that works with in the B2B space, it's particularly important as well to remember customer experience. So this is what kind of drove us at the start. So there's a few statistics that I wanted to share with you. The first is that B2B customers are 30% more likely to pay more if there is a better customer experience. And secondly, 61% of customers last year stopped working with the company due to poor customer experience. So customer experience, even in the B2B space, is actually a really important factor to take into consideration. And this was really kind of the starting point of the journey we went on together with Motul. So perhaps, Julia, for those in the audience that don't know too much about Motul, do you want to give a little brief introduction about who Motul are, the kind of driving force and their ambitions for the coming years?
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Julia Malasheva, and I'm head of Motul Digital. Motul SA is a global international French company, and we produce premium quality lubricants across the globe. We have 14 filials, and we distribute our products among B2B professional chain, B2B and B2C. We have one of the highest market share among motorcycle oils, and we are famous for being general sponsors of races like Le Mans 24, MotoGP and Dakar. And clearly we are having this challenge of shifting to electric vehicles, so we are looking for diversification opportunities. And in our strategy for 2030, we will continue to be strong in our core business, but also we will diversify. We will produce new products, which will be care lines for new mobilities, for bicycles, for instance, and we'll start selling them in e-commerce and B2C, which will be really a first step for us. We will work on an exciting project that we call Power Sport Ecosystem. This project will capitalize on network, on community of our motorcycle fans, and we will sell everything that is not oil. It will be apparel, lifestyle, experiences. You can rent bikes already on our website. We just launched the website in Germany and a few months before in France, so you can check it out and book travel experience of your dream with Motul on your bike or on motorcycle. And clearly, digital transformation plays an important role in this shift, in this strategy, with data, with technology, with solutions.
Yeah, thanks, Julia. So there's really a lot going on at Motul today, and the digital transformation program, as you said, is kind of front and center in that kind of transformation. Do you want to give us a little bit more insight into the digital transformation program, what it is, what it means to Motul?
Yeah, one of our key and primary goals in transformation was to shift from product centricity to customer centricity, and from conservative company being SAP-centric to company that provides omni-channel experiences to various types of customers who are not only B2B, but also internal customers and B2C customers. So within our transformation, we have a program and 3 streams. In B2B, we are delivering e-commerce portal that we call flagship store for our distributors, dealers, and professionals to provide easy possibility to make orders. But not only, we are now working on various experiences. We provide tools to upload content relevant for our distributors or past training courses. For employees and for internal users, we now roll out new CRM based on Dynamics, and we roll out new BI based on also Microsoft tools and Power BI. And for B2C users, now we take this seriously. We are launching Web Hub and e-commerce. We will start first pilots of Amazon Europe within next months. We are launching initiatives in Brazil, in Mercado Libre, and we are quite successful already in Amazon US. And of course, we are measuring this progress of transformation within few KPIs. One important KPI is usage and adoption. We follow now traffic within our various platforms and customer centricity, NPS is one of our key targets and target KPIs.
Thanks, Julia. And obviously, within this transformation program, and this is why we're here today, right? Data is really the foundation for that. Without the data, you can't do a lot of the things that Julia just described. And I wanted, before going into some more of the technical aspects, I wanted to give a kind of brief overview of what it means to us, the Motul data platform, and why it's important. So we see it as there being like three main pillars to this. First, it allows Motul to centralize multiple sources of data. So this is sales data, product data, marketing data. We're working on finance and supply chain data at the moment. Web data, social data. So lots of multiple different data sources. So it allows you to really centralize those data sources first and foremost. The second aspect is its ability to really provide additional capabilities to have enhanced decision making. So it provides capabilities to unify those customer profiles. It provides additional analytical capabilities to understand and analyze those different trends and data that we're able to integrate. It allows us to provide add-on predictive capabilities as well, which we're just starting to exploit with things such as churn prediction, and we've got quite a number of things in the pipeline to look at that a bit more further. And one of the kind of key central things is it allows you to calculate those key performances, business indicators that Julia was referring to before, all within in a secure environment. So that second pillar really to provide that added value business decision-making functionality. And all that's all well and good, centralizing the data, providing that capability, but it has to be published and put in the hands of the people that are going to make the decision and going to use it, exploit it. So the customer data platform, Motul, is really publishing those kind of trusted data sources so they can be used by the CRM, so they can be used by the different applications on the website, so they can be used by the analysts through curated reporting and self-service BI. And just a little bit about the architecture at a technology conference. So I think it was useful to show at least a brief architecture diagram. So again, as I explained before, there's multiple different data sources. On the left-hand side, we have these data sources shown on the diagram. They're principally SAP, but also Google BigQuery with web performance data, and multiple different types of other data sources, Excel, product information management, and all those are being linked through into the Microsoft Azure data platform using Synapse Analytics to build those pipelines that act as that kind of first integration phase into the data lake. There's a few more interesting things to highlight, one of which is we're using Customer Insights, which is a Microsoft SaaS product. It kind of forms the heart of Microsoft's customer data platform technology solution. And we use that to do that customer unification, segmentation, and it provides some out-of-the-box machine learning and predictive capabilities, all within an interface which the business users can use and they can adapt that themselves to their needs. So Synapse and Customer Insights are kind of combining to provide that enriched customer data. There's also an additional service that we use to add geospatial data through Azure Maps. So that's linking into Customer Insights and enriching the data to provide that really kind of 360 view of the customer, but not just a 360 view of the customer, but one that is enriched with external data sources. That's then made available through two main data stores, an analytical data store that's used for kind of accessing the reporting through Power BI. So this is sales marketing reporting. We're building supply chain, finance reporting, and there's key reports that also exist for the COMEX as well. And secondly, there's an operational data store, which is much more highly available for the likes of the CRM and the website to make sure that those insights and that kind of trusted data is available for use throughout the Motul ecosystem. And one final point on this side is we use Power Apps as well to kind of enable the business users to manage the access to that data. without having to go into some of the more technical aspects of the solution. So they can go in and manage who can see what data, when, how, without actually having to go into Synapse Analytics or any of the more technical aspects of the platform. So we've given you an overview of the solution, why we're here, what we're doing. And I wanted to give you kind of insight into one of the use cases that we've been working on with Julia and the Motul team. Julia, do you want to talk us through this?
Yeah, we are one of the early adopters of B2B customer data platform of Microsoft, Custom Insights, and we are exploring now various use cases. But one tangible use case that I'd like to cover today is deal allocator. So we are a B2B business, and sometimes we lack visibility of our B2B2C resellers. And on our old website, we were struggling with updating data manually, and data was spread around multiple Excel files, and business units were not really controlling what's happening on their markets and websites. So what we did, we merged this data in one source in customer data platform, where we introduced SAP data for markets with direct business models and resellers data from ERPs of our distributors and dealers. And then, with every rollout of the website, we started to create segments for each particular market, which is relatively easy with the help of customer data platform. After segments creation, we enriched it with Azure maps, GPS coordinates, and then exposed it to front end. So this was the use case, and all beauty of that is that it's scalable. With every new rollout, we will relatively easy create new segments and enrich them. We can go further. Our new use case is to enrich it with Google Business master data, like opening hours or ratings and reviews of our resellers. And then we provide tools for our business units to update and control this data with Power Apps. And they're really grateful for that. We see this, and yeah, that's really a successful use case.
Great, thanks, Julia. And probably one of the important insights for you as the audience to understand what benefits have we been able to achieve with this platform. So Julia, from your point of view, what are the benefits you've observed and you'd like to share with the audience?
Well, one of the most important benefits now that we see is that data is trusted. We worked a lot on data quality and data governance. We found subject matter experts, and we set up data stewardship organization across the globe to make sure that data introduced to data lake and data platform is validated. It's trustworthy. Then we are happy now that data is available. It's available in various applications, in various platforms, CRM, Web Hub, B2B, but also it's democratized. We switched on to Power BI capacity plan, and we don't limit now licenses for our users. So now everyone in the company, based on segregation of data access rights, have availability of data. Then what is important now, we have shared knowledge of customers across departments, across customer service departments and sales for 360 view of our clients. Now it's available not only in BI, but also in CRM, and we will move on with exposing this data to our B2B clients so that they have also 360 view of their business with Motul. Then what is interesting, we see the clear benefits of enriching the data. Now we really step by step are getting new insights about NPS of our clients, about their behavior, about their funnels on our platforms, and these measures are within 360 view BI dashboarding. And last but not least, we are now able to measure real-time the success of our strategy, of our program within connected balanced scorecard to our data platform and customer data platform.
Thanks, Julia. And perhaps just to conclude, we want to share with you some of the learnings we've got from completing this project with Motul. So it's this platform has been in production since about December last year, right? And we've been improving it and evolving it ever since. And some of the kind of key learnings that we've observed, and I'm guessing some of you in the audience will be going through a similar journey of creating this customer data platform, or even just a data platform. The first being assets accelerators really helped in getting up and running. So we at Hitachi Solutions, we've got a set of accelerators based on science and analytics called our Modern Data Platform Accelerator that enables you to put in place the foundations, the services that you require to get up and running quickly with a data platform project. And that really enables us to accelerate the kind of start and get you up and running and getting playing with the data in a secure environment. The second is around data security and data governance, and it's something that should not be underestimated. It's something that we quickly identified early on as really being really important and central to Motul and the kind of implementation of their digital strategy. If you have data coming through into the data platform that's being used by Power BI, it has to be trusted, and for it to be trusted, it needs to be well governed and in a secure environment. And if you have that in place, then we've observed that then generally speaking the business users will trust it. And this brings you on to the third point, is it's massively important to include the business teams in developing the data platform, because it's combined with the technical teams from Hitachi Solutions. We work very closely with Julie and her team to kind of embed that business knowledge that they've got from the SAP systems, from the data that they have, and that was really essential.
And I see two elements here. One is data stewardship. Obviously, data validation is essential, but not only then. For me personally, what is important is adoption. And without clear sponsorship and without managerial routines, what I see, it's quite difficult to roll out these initiatives. We started a year ago, more or less, but only now I see that when we implemented managerial routines, we have sponsorships and we overview dashboard and perform corrective actions. Now we can see really that, okay, now we are rolling out data platform, and that's essential. Another thing is that prioritization of use cases for us was key. Since in the beginning, we were working on few initiatives all at the same time without clear sponsorships, and it didn't go well from the first time, and then we started our project. Yeah.
Thanks, Julia. Just a couple more points then on our learnings. The fourth point is around customer data platform. Everyone's heard about this kind of term technology, but it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. It has to be something that's really adapted and tailored to the business that we're wanting to address, and this is what we did with Motul. We worked very closely to understand what their use cases were, what their business needs were, before going ahead and building the technology and putting the technology in place that fit their needs. And finally, one of the important points that I personally learned is that a customer data platform, or indeed any data platform, is not something that is isolated from the rest of the business. It's got connection points everywhere. So there's the source data, so we've got in our example SAP, and then it's got dependencies on other systems, and other systems are relying on that data that's being produced. So it's really important to have that complete topology of the IT ecosystem in order to kind of make the project a success. So I think we've come to the end of our presentation now. I think hopefully you've seen that the customer data platform is really essential to be, and it forms the real foundation of Motul's digital transformation. And it's really essential to set that foundation, to have a kind of springboard, a platform to build yet further use cases, analytics and big data use cases, but also AI, which is what we were just talking about this morning. Thank you, everyone.
Merci beaucoup. On peut vous applaudir. Thank you very much. Y a-t-il des questions sur ce projet, sur la Customer Data Platform? N'hésitez pas. On peut également traduire les questions si vous voulez. Personne? C'est l'occasion, ne soyez pas timide. Non? Ah, c'est une question en haut à droite. Et merci de vous présenter également pour la conversation. Merci.
Hi, I'm Christoph from an IT services company. So I had a question about the integration and centralization of the customer data. So it's split between digital analytics, IT website and transactional stuff, also CRM, marketing campaigns, lead generation, also external sources. How did you manage not on the technical aspect, but on the stakeholder management? How did you manage to do the centralization?
So I think a lot of collaboration. So it didn't work perfectly, I don't think, Julia, throughout. We made sure that we put in place regular meetings. The other thing we didn't mention during the presentation is there is multiple partners. There's not just Hitachi delivering this digital transformation. There are multiple partners within the ecosystem. So we had that additional challenge of having to manage the multiple partners. And what I think Julie and the team put in place relatively quickly is these kind of regular governance meetings, I suppose you'd call them, where the partners all got together, shared what we were doing, shared the kind of the interdependencies that we had within these different initiatives. Because as you've probably seen in the presentation, there's a lot going on at Motul, and a lot of different initiatives, and there's a lot of things to manage across the digital and the IT. So we recognized that quite early on is to involve the IT team within these projects very early on, and involve all the partners to make sure that everyone is communicating in an efficient way. Do you want to add anything, Julia?
Was it the question about program or data itself? I didn't get it quite right.
Yeah, both. Both.
Yeah, but just to comment on maybe program itself. Yeah, it's a huge program of various streams, and as Rob mentioned, indeed we have various partners. And from first trial of this program, we nominated only one partner, one strategic partner for strategy and execution, and it didn't work. It was not the best approach, and it was a fail fast project, and company was just, okay, let's fully change all platforms and partners. And now we work with Hitachi for
18 months,
18
2
months.
years almost.
But yeah, it was not only change for data. We changed partners for CRM, for Web Hub, for Web Analytics as well. And now, more or less, we have the full set of best-of-breed applications and also niche partners that can support us in these activities. It didn't work quite well as well with our IT team, since we see sometimes in the beginning of the program of conflict of interest between digital and IT. It's classics. And by now, we see that finally we are in a stage where we really actively roll out. We hold these governance meetings, and they're working quite well. And yeah, that's about it. But if we are talking about data, can you be more specific what you are interested in? Maybe
you had some, as you said, maybe some stakeholders wanted to keep the data from themselves, they didn't want to share the data for building this centralized data.
We didn't have that particular problem yet in any case. So what we made sure we did is that we explained the purpose of the platform, why it was going to be useful to them, and then it's very much use case driven. So what are they going to get out of it in the end of the day? We tried to make it very clear to them it's not just we're taking your data, we're putting it in a central location. We're taking your data, we're going to improve the quality of your data, and we're going to make it then available to you for a specific purpose.
Thank you.
Merci. Thank you very much. Est-ce qu'il y a une autre question, juste au cas où? No, I think it's okay. Thank you very much. On peut les applaudir. Merci.